Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. Today, I just feel like I want to narrate to you a certain incident that happened to me when I was still in the contract house. Praise the Lord, children of God. How are you? Hope you're doing well. To you who have just come, who have just clicked in this video, in this channel, on this channel, you are welcome. You are most welcome. Just feel at home. Just know that this woman here loves you so much. And in Saudi Arabia, I'm in the Saudi Arabia, but I've worked in houses. Now I want to narrate to you one of the instances that happened to me when I was still in the contract house. I just feel like I want to talk. You know, we don't talk. For me here, by the way, I don't talk. As you see me, as I'm looking at my camera, that's how I look at everything when my mouth is shut. So when I look in the camera, that's when I open my mouth to talk. And I realize that me talking takes away depression. And when I say out what is hurting me, like what is in my heart, like what is, in fact, what is disturbing me, when I look into the camera and share it out, it means that I feel like I'm relieved, or I feel like I am helping a soul out there. You know, things, we go through things, and sometimes we think that the things we are going through just happen with us. And yet there are very many people who are going through the same. And me, I'm also among those people who think that I want to encourage someone and tell that person that life has not come to an end. You can still continue with life. What you're going through is not the end of your life. You can still continue with life. Some things happen, and another thing is that we share those things such that someone who is going through the same situation does not think that she is alone. I know if I faced something, someone else is also going through the same. And what happened to me? For me, when I was still with the contract house, this incident happened to me, and I think it was not, like, it is not only happening to me. The story is long, because when I entered that contract house, the first thing I heard, there is a Kenyan lady I met. That Kenyan lady told me, Josephine, you have to be careful. In that house, there is a rapist. But for me in the house, I didn't even see anyone who can even rape me, because I looked older than everyone in the house, the children in the house. But I didn't know that the family had bigger children. I didn't know that at first. But as time went on, I came to know that the family had more members. So when I was there, this happened. Amidst all the instances, I'm just narrating one incident that happened, and it was, I don't know, this man told me to suck him. Can you imagine how it started? For me, there is time I became like, I was how are they called? Like, I go look around first before I start cleaning. You know, it reached a moment when I was in the contract house, when for me to start working outside, I have to first go and spy. I became like a spy. I have to first go and spy around. Then after spying, I start my work. That is how things were. I first go and spy, then start my work. Now this is what happened. I went and spied around. No one was there. So I was like, anyway, it means that I can start my work. You people who are here, you know what is called a mishap. These houses, these people have got what is called a mishap. Mishap is a fire room, where they put fire when it's cold, and then they go to that fire. So when I was in that mishap cleaning, in fact, after spying, I knew that I am safe, because I had already known that how unsafe I am in that home. But after spying, I knew that I was safe. Then I entered the mishap to clean, because the mishap was outside. It was not in the big house. It was not even, it was just attached to the big house, but outside. It means that you have to get off the main road, the main gate, the main door of the big house, and then you enter the mishap. It was outside. So I entered the mishap after spying around. No one was around. You know, when it reaches the moment when you have to first spy and work, you people just understand the situation there. Now I entered the meat shop. I didn't even expect anyone. But when I was cleaning inside there, the meat shop could not close. It didn't have a key, but you can close yourself. You can close the door, or anyone who comes around can open from outside, even if you've closed inside, because it had no key. So I entered the meat shop. I started cleaning. When I started cleaning, just from nowhere, the person who was in that house, who was the one that they told him that was a rapist, and I knew, because misspying, it means that I knew that the house has now got a rapist. I knew that already. So from nowhere, this young man, he was old, yes, but to me he was young, because when you look at his age, but he was a soldier. He was a soldier. Well, that's what I knew about his work. He was a soldier. He was very strong. That's what I know, because in all the struggles, I knew that he was strong. Now we are all grown-ups. You know, how did I get to know that he was strong? It means that we had ever caught ourselves like this. Then that was not the first time. He caught me just from behind, bringing all what he was trained at and fixed it on me. Touched me at a very tight angle whereby I couldn't even turn. Now, the trick that this man had, this man was really a rapist. The trick that this man had, when he comes close to you, what he targets was always the nose. He makes sure that he touches your nose very, very tight, that you cannot help yourself out. Now this man came, he touched me at a tight, very, very tight, but he makes sure, like when he touches you from behind, I don't know the trick that he used to use, he makes sure that his hand, this one, comes to hold your nose, that instead of you struggling with other things, when the more someone holds your nose, the more you become weak. Then he held my nose. I was struggling to breathe. I couldn't breathe. When you cannot breathe, obviously you go weak. Well, then he threw me down. When he threw me down, what happened? When he threw me down, he was struggling to enter Jerusalem. You also know. In the struggle that he was doing to enter my Jerusalem, I closed. When I closed like this, then he used his knee. This was a soldier, as I told you. He used his knee and placed in between my thighs. Anyone who, if you've never gone through that pain, when you've closed your knees like this, like your legs like this, and then someone puts his knee on a very high pressure, you people, the pain there, call me, I will explain to you. After the struggle was, he wanted to enter Jerusalem. I don't want him to enter my Jerusalem, Then when he was holding me tight by the nose, I was, in fact, for me, I was suffocating, and I had to protect my Jerusalem, and on top of that, I had to fight to see that I breathe. The struggle that I had to see that I breathe. I have to protect my Jerusalem, and I have to, anyone can understand. Now, the good thing was that they found that all the tanks in Jerusalem were leaking. They were leaking. So, as you know, as a woman, when you're leaking like that, you put something safeguard. Now, when he touched there, he found that things are not safe. Then he asked me that, when are you getting off? Like, when are you stopping to link? When is Jerusalem stopping to link? If it is you and someone who wants to rape you asks you such a question, that when is Jerusalem stopping to link, what do? Do you answer that person, and on top of that you're in pain, you're going through pain, but someone with a lot of anger asking you when you're stopping to link? I just looked at him because I was struggling to see that I breathe. For me, my struggle was to see that I breathe. Now, when he saw that Jerusalem is not safe, he decided to come and sit in my chest. He sat in my chest. when he sat in my chest, he told me that I should suck him such that he can release. Someone might be going through the same situation. You know, telling you that you open your mouth, suck me such that I can release. Imagine someone you don't love, you've never even told that I love you. Someone you don't even think to love, someone you've never even thought like telling you to suck him. I kept quiet. If it is you and someone tells you that suck me, can you say any word? Even if the person leaves your nose, like even if someone leaves your mouth, can you shout at that moment? Because I thought that when I say that I open my mouth to say any word, this man might bring all his properties and fix them in my mouth. Because he was ready to do anything, you know. I was like, this man might bring all his properties and fix them in my mouth. So what I did was to keep quiet. I had to hold my teeth very tight to see that someone does not bring his properties in my mouth. Just imagine you're put down, someone is seated in your chest, and someone has put all his properties are just there, hanging, waiting for you to open your mouth such that he can fix them in your mouth. My friend, that is what we've ever met. So if you're going through such, don't get scared. I know everything comes to an end. I also overcame that. I overcame that, and now I'm just the way I am. But if what I've realized according to the talks, according to the people we talk with, I will come and tell you. In fact, I will come and tell you what happened next. And when I tried to tell my friends, when I tried to ask for help from friends, you know, what did friends tell me? It's what I'm going to tell you. I will come and tell you, because I just felt like when I talk to you in the camera, that's when I get off with the depression, with so all, because when I was in that house, I even thought of killing myself. But I also realized that it was not the last option. Killing yourself, killing myself is not the last option. There is still another chance for you to live in this country. Even if today we are besides the law in the country, but being alive is more than nothing else. So my friend, if you're going through the same and you've ever been like me, thinking about killing yourself, please, you still have a second chance and you still have another chance to live. So don't kill yourself because of that person who is trying to create like big challenges ahead of you, and in a country whereby you don't have a sister or a brother, a country whereby you don't have anyone to tell what you're going through. And most of the cases, if you're going through something and you tell someone who has never met any of these things, the person will say that you are either lying, and that pains more. That even creates something like, at least I kill myself, because when I try to tell people the truth, people say that I'm lying to them, you know. That thing makes you feel like at least you're not supposed to live. If you tell someone what you're going through and the person is like, you are lying, you know, it sounds you know, just to feel like maybe. But that is it I had for you. Let's wait ourselves in the next video. I'll come and tell you. What did my friends tell me? Is it okay for you to tell everyone what you're going through? Thank you very much. May the good Lord be with you. Praise the Lord. If you've watched me to this point, please subscribe to my channel. I'll come and tell you what happened after that, because it was not the first time and it was not the last time. Things have been happening and things happened. So that is how I tried to overcome that. I just kept quiet. But now what happened next? Because I told friends, that's what I can tell you here. When I told friends what happened is what I'm going to tell you in the next chapter. May the good Lord be with you. Praise the Lord.